Netflix and network shows is network shows will typically have a season of like 20-some episodes. Like 20, 22 episodes, something like that. And Netflix seasons are usually 8 episodes, 10, 13, stuff like that. It's like there's so much filler in a network show. I watch all those superhero shows on the CW, and I stopped watching. Like, what was it? Supergirl. Arrow's stupid.
Probably the Flash.
Basically, the Flash. Yeah. Sometimes Legends of Tomorrow, but there's so much filler that it's like all you need to do is watch the first 5 minutes, the last 5 minutes, and maybe like a few episodes throughout the season, because there's just so much junk that they throw in, and it's such a waste of time. Whereas like Netflix shows, it's like they just get to the point.
Yeah, I think I know what you mean. Like, I didn't think of it that way, but yeah, and I don't watch a lot of the, like you said, the superhero stuff. My husband's like big into that. There's some I watch, but I could see, like, I'd watch a couple of his, like, those, and I'm just like, like, what is this? It's just, it kind of drags on, and there's just like weird stuff, and then they repeat it, and you're just like, I don't get it.
Yeah. Another thing, when you binge watch something, do you, let's say it's a 10 show season and you're on episode 8. Do you power through and watch the last 2 episodes because it's the end, or can you wait? Because to me, it's like I say, okay, I've been watching this for 7 hours, but it's almost over. It's the finale. So even though I didn't sleep, I'm going to keep watching it just because it's the end.
I feel like I've been in that situation. I guess it depends, where I'm at in the day. So if it's at night, and I'm working the next day, or, if the husband's home and he's like, are you going to have dinner tonight? Like something like that I made, Yeah. Like, are you going to put some clothes on and leave the house? Like, we got things to do. It depends. I think if there's 2 shows and he's not home or he doesn't care, I'll probably bust them out. I think I would do that because that's easy. 2 shows is easy.
Right. There are some things that are so good that I have to tell myself, well, I keep wanting to watch this, but I suppose humans need sleep and food and water. So I guess I should do those things, but I really just want to keep watching this.
Yeah, like by now you've like molded to the couch.
Yes.
You don't know what day it is.
You basically have become part of the couch.
Right. Yeah, the cats have like started like consuming you like from the bottom up. Yeah. So you're right. Sometimes it's good to have like maybe like an emergency, like have someone check on you every couple hours.
Yeah. I like sometimes like Netflix will say, "Are you still watching this? We really don't care, but are you still? I mean, it's been several hours. Are you actually still? Because it'll just keep going. It'll just keep continuously playing."
Yes. Are you alive? Should we call like 911?
It should be something in the future. Okay. So what else is on your list?
Oh boy, where are we? So American Horror Story. It's been going on since I think 2011, and the first one was phenomenal, and they threw a couple randoms in there. So I'm a huge fan of American Horror Story. I watch them all, no matter how stupid they are. But this last series was actually really good because they brought back, like Jessica Lange. She hadn't been in the last couple of series, so they brought her back in this one. They brought back, the same like actors, but they brought back like old characters from some of your favorite episodes. So I really liked this season. It was good. I think American Horror Story. I think if you like gory and creepy, and it's right up your alley.
Well, I don't. So I've heard. So basically, it's every season is like completely different.
It is, and what's weird about it is they'll use the same actor which you probably already know, playing like different characters. So like Jessica Lange.
Wow.
She plays, in the first season, I don't know, she plays this character in a totally different setting. So then the next season, Jessica Lange's back and she's like a different character. And then the next season, she's back, but she's like a different character.
Wow.
So, yeah, it's neat how they just kind of recycle the same actors and they just play different roles. But in this last one, it was a little weirder because they played different roles, like multiple roles within the season, like within this series. So it was like, I don't know, the one main kid, he played like 3 different characters. So to me, I'm like, it was kind of weird. Like, we get it, but at the same point, it's like, why'd you have to, I don't know, they got their own thing, what they're doing. But it was a little weird because it was like, one guy played 3 different guys in like one show. Usually it's like throughout the different seasons. Yeah. But I mean, it's still good,
Very cool. Okay. What's the next one?
So Shameless. So we're back to Netflix. So I binge watch on Netflix because I don't have, I think it's on, I don't know what it's on, but it's like one of those other paid shows. So I binge watch from Netflix.
Showtime originally or something like that.
Showtime, yes, you're right. Really good. This season was good. I got hooked. I think it was like last year, and I binge watched. I think just a whole bunch of seasons, and then yeah. So it's it's not gory, but it's raunchy, and it's funny. But there's times too where like one minute I'm laughing, the other minute I'm crying because it definitely has like a soft side sometimes. But it's good. Have you ever seen it or have any interest in it?
I have not. Wow, it's been around for 7 years. Wow.
That long, huh?
Yeah. I did not know that. Huh.
It's good. I remember. Well, it must have been. Yeah, probably about that long ago. It was my one friend. She has Showtime, and she's like, "You have to watch this. This is right up your alley." And then it took me forever, and then I watched it. And I'm like, "Yep, this is where I need to be,"
Okay. Well, what's your next one?
So The Walking Dead. I think everyone likes The Walking Dead. Am I right? Not you, huh?
Not me, but everybody else but me. I hear it's so popular, and when there's new episodes of The Walking Dead, was it Sunday nights at 9 or something like that? It's like,
yes.
I know Twitter is like, that's all they're talking about, so it's extremely popular, but is it still good, or I hear maybe people aren't so happy with it?
I think it's still good. It definitely took like a little turn, and then they're losing some of their main characters. It jumped about like 6 years, into ahead of time. So things are kind of changing, but it's still. I think it still is what it's always been. There's the zombies, and a lot of times though, you're not always fighting the zombies. You're fighting people, which is scary because sometimes we're our own worst enemies. When there's obviously greater things out there that we need to band together and help each other. It just seems like The Walking Dead used to be like run from the zombies, and now it's like these run from the people that are trying to kill us too.
Wow. Okay.
So it's like it hasn't really changed much, but it's it's kind of like the same concept.
Okay. What's your next one?
So I'm going to go with Bob's Burgers. This is like the animation domination night. Like it's like Sunday night as well. It's just like a 30-minute like cartoon show.
I've heard good things.
I love it. It's hilarious. It's a feel good show.
Okay. What's your next one?
So then Family Guy. So same night. It's one of our other favorite shows that we watch. I think it comes on before or after Bob's Burgers. And Family Guy's been around forever. So I think you either love it or you hate it.
The thing about Family Guy, I used to watch it religiously, and I don't watch it anymore. It's kind of like The Simpsons. Like like The Simpsons. Well, God, The Simpsons have been around for like 30 years now. But the first few seasons of The Simpsons were amazing, and then it's like, what are you doing? I don't even know. I don't watch Family Guy that much anymore, but the first few seasons were just so funny, and yeah, there was actually one episode that turned me off so bad. I don't even want to talk about it. That it just completely turned me off of the whole thing. But when they did their, the remakes of each Star Wars movie. That was absolutely amazing. And I think even at the end, they were like, when they did the last one, they're like, guys, we are exhausted. We can't do this anymore. But they did such a good job with those Star Wars remakes.
Okay, I vaguely remember. I have a horrible memory when it comes to anything like longer than 2 or 3 days. But yeah, I kind of remember that whole situation. Yeah, I mean, you're right. It's the same thing over and over. It's potty humor. It's, but for whatever reason, I can't get enough of it. So I do. I like it a lot.
What else you got?
Let's see. I think we're down to the last two. So another comedy is, so Whose Line Is It Anyways? I don't know. Does that count that counts as a TV show, right?
Sure.
It's it's on TV. It's more like, it's like an improv. It's been around forever. So it's just like 30 minutes. I think they have like it's like an hour, but it's split into like 30-minute segments. But
So
I love
who's
the
on
whole, what's her name?
Aisha Tyler.
Yes.
She's the host now instead of Drew Carey.
Correct.
What's his name? The host of that game show. Wayne Brady. Is he still on there?
Yep. So he's one of the main guys. You have Colin Mockery, who's been on there forever. And then the tall guy, he's still there.
The guy that was on the show with Drew Carey. I know who you're talking about.
Yes. Yep. So he's there. Ryan Stiles. Ryan
Stiles? Yeah.
I think. Yeah. And then usually that like fourth spot is just like like randoms that they kind of like recycle 2 to 3 different people and throw them in there. But tears. I love it.
Yeah, they do such a good job with that. Just their job is amazing. It's so old that I remember when Robin Williams was on there. And was like, one of the guest people, and he said something so funny. I can't repeat it because this is kind of like a PG podcast, but he said something so funny. It was literally one of the funniest things I've ever seen in my life. I mean, you just think. I mean, Robin Williams is like the king of comedy and the king of improv and stuff like that. So him being on an improv show is like, the greatest thing ever. It was. If you could find that episode, it's one of the funniest things ever. He did such a good job with it. But yeah, he told one of the jokes he told was I lost my breath. I was laughing so hard. It was one of the most brilliant things I've ever heard. So, and Wayne Brady, I just love to death. Did you ever see Chappelle's Show?
Bits and pieces. I never watched it religiously.
Okay, so Wayne Brady was on Chappelle's Show, and he played up like how he's basically like. The good wholesome guy or whatever, and he played up that image, but he was like, the skit was like he was like a real evil guy or something like that. He just seemed like he was a good guy. So he was, Wayne Brady is just amazing. What is that? Let's Make a Deal. Yeah, I don't think he's very good on that thing, but
no. He's talented. I mean, as far he can act, he can sing. Like
he's amazing.
He's definitely he's a gem for sure.
He's amazing. Okay, do you have any more shows?
I think I have one more. I was going back and forth, and I kind of had my husband help me out with this, and I kind of forgot about it. But Gotham, I think it was. I do believe it came out already like this year. So I think we had the 2018 season already, and I do believe the season coming up is going to be their last. I think their final season.
I asked
but
Twitter.